That is that we've kind of lost way of what it means to be a man because we're changing the pivotal notion of every other thing around it. So that's why it's like if you're living somewhere, and I know there's a lot of people you guys know as well, they like to live in their bubble. So when you live in your bubble, you just want that. You just want to be happy. You just want to live in your bubble, but you don't realize your bubble's in an ocean. So the ocean can change. So that means it affects your bubble.
Right.
So that's how it is with this life and what it means to be a man now. And that's why I get worried when you see these transferring rates now of what it means to be a woman and all this other stuff. You're moving the standards. So everything changes as well. And I'm all for change. I'm not the old guy here saying, get off my lawn.
That's me over here.
Is it? Okay. Well, I'm just simply saying that there's things that come with it, and we have to find something that's like a base level of what it means to be a guy. Because look at education, right? Education hasn't changed since like the 1900s. I'm saying, if you go look at a picture from 1902 as a classroom, and now it's the same shit.
Yeah, it looks the same for sure.
Bruh. See what I'm saying? So like there's standards. Yeah. So there's standards of what it needs to be. So like to myself again, I think one of the biggest things in the founding blocks is like we have to find what it means. And like, so this is a good one. Qualification wise, what do you think is qualifications to being somebody that can be a man or somebody that you should look up to, right? So like when you're a kid, did you ever think to yourself, like, what does it qualify? Because Chip, you had your dad. Mike, you had your stepdad. I had my dad. Adam, I'm not too sure, but maybe you had your pops. What is it like for you guys? What do you think are qualifications? Like what stuff? Do you need to have a job? Do you need to have a house?
Oh, that's a good question.
Need to have ambitions?
You
carry yourself?
You have to be stable. You have to be stable.
Okay. Like mentally, emotionally?
Both, everything, man. Like I look back at my childhood and I'm looking back on how my mom and dad raised me, and I'm turning 30 soon, and I'm just starting to realize like how difficult it had to have been to raise kids back in the day, like even the early 2000s. You know, it just seems like you can have any kind of roller coaster hit you, like the 2000 economic crisis, man. My parents were going to lose their home, and did my sister or I bat an eye or worry that we were never going to be okay? No. I think being a man has definitely got to be something with being just competent, secure, and stable. You know, no falter. And it can sometimes it sounds like it's a lonely road to travel.
Dog.
It sounds lonely, but like the benefits, like the results, I mean, God, to have a family that thrives after all that struggle, all that strive, man. I mean, it's hard to describe. It's something I would love to experience one day.
Sure.
Yeah, so qualifications, I think it's a I feel like that's a broad stroke.
Heavy, man.
On what you can say. But to answer your question to the best of my ability, I think from the men that I learned in my life, especially my stepdad, what qualified in my head to look at him one day and say, that's who I want to be like. He messed up. He went from ground zero and he went to 10. He picked himself up when his family was in shambles because he was in shambles. He got himself together. He didn't make any excuses. I watched that man lay in a bed, white as snow, with a blood cholesterol level of 220 over 180. He should have been pronounced dead, recovering from alcoholism. His wife, my mom, was about to file for a divorce. She couldn't do it anymore. And that would have left her with his kids and her kids. That's us, 8. Saw him pick up his bootstraps, accept the fact that he was an alcoholic, accepted the fact that he was about to lose his family. Got up out of that bed when he was done withdrawing, walked into a rehab, got himself clean, gave himself to God, and restored. Took a long time, but restored the home that you would want in a house that a family should deserve. He went from being the man that we knew was going to destroy our family to the man who saved our family and now leads our family and has taken us to where we are today. So that being said, qualification is we're all going to mess up. It's how you rebound from it. I think the strength that he showed, the resilience that he showed, the consistency that he showed, and what I say is the stubbornness that he showed to not fail. He wasn't going to lose his family. That's where the conversation ended. He wasn't going to do it. And if that meant almost dying in a bed for 3 days, then that's what he was going to do. And the damn man is so stubborn, he couldn't even freaking die. Like, and I'm not saying that because I wanted him to die. He was so damn stubborn in his bed. He's like, this is not how I'm going out. I'm not going out this way. This is not how I'm going out. And he told us all, like, don't worry about me. Like, I know I look like shit right now, but don't worry about me. I'm not going out like this. Like, he's so damn stubborn. Like, I understand why we butted heads. Like, but he made it through, and now him and my mom are going to be together forever. That's not even a doubt. And like, they're good. Also, I think another qualification of being a man, relative to being a family man, is being present. You have so many responsibilities to take care of as a man, especially being a leader of a family and a home, but you can't forget to be present in the times that you do have with your kids, your wife, your everything. Being present is what matters most. My dad handled a lot of things. He also didn't handle a lot of things. The times that I missed were the cravings that my younger self had, that I wish he was just there. And even if he was there, I wish he was actually there. Like, you knew he was there, he just wasn't there. He was just more of a vessel than he was attentive and actually being there. So that's a couple things. I think also being honorable, and that's a very broad term, but like truly being an honorable man. Like, you look at all the storybooks and stuff like that, those men, saved the queen and, did the honorable thing and always made the right decisions, and like slayed the dragon and all those metaphorical things. Like, just being honorable, being somebody that any young boy can look up to and be like, that's who I want to be like. And not because you have a certain amount of money or a certain car, or you're here or you live there. No, it's because you treat people good. People look up to you. You have a good head on your shoulders, and you're respectful, and you treat your family good. You treat your wife good, and everything's Gucci on that front.
Go for it, Chip.
I was gonna say, man, that is that like how you described it. That's the epitome of being a man. Like, could you imagine someone actually looking up to you for having those qualities, and you have them in you? It's like, it's hard to get them out, like.
Well, I think most people stop themselves, because if you think about it too, like, society is always changing what it means to be a man. So for example, like, who in their wildest dreams, let's go back to before societies and technology and whatnot, when we just had hunters and gatherers, right? So you're telling me, like, people in a village, and they're literally like, yeah, we're the guys, we're gonna go and hunt for these giant ass mammoths and boars for days.
I love where you're
probably
going
to die. And then the women are like, oh, but we get to stay here and like pick berries and shit. Oh yeah, like, you guys go handle it. Well, yeah, we got shit good when you come back.
Thanks, gang. I really appreciate it.
Who the fuck in their right mind is like, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna go out there and hunt and possibly die, and probably 50-50 shot I even come fucking home? Are you kidding me? Like, who's signing up for that shit, right? The fucking men were, because they were physically capable of handling that shit, and mentally are dumbed down in some sense because men aren't as articulate and fucking complex as women are. Y'all fucking tell us in 10 different languages shit we were looking at like, yeah, I want to fuck. Like, we say shit simply. We're so fucking simple, and women are so complex. That's the difference of it. So to me, as you guys said, the simplicity of being a man is quite simple to me. It is somebody who has the ability to know that they are the last line of defense. This is the last place we can all fall on, and I'll still be standing saying, I got y'all. Because that is my role in this family. That's my role as a person, as a son, as a part of society, Like, I'm the person that's supposed to be the leader. I want to lead the way. Anybody who can stand up and challenge themselves and constantly move forward to test their own beliefs, to test their own abilities, to see if they can further themselves and do something with their life. Like, you feel me? Like, it's gotten so much to a point now where I see so many young men, and this is a big thing Chipper brought up before we got into this too, about just depression and loneliness. Dogs, dome this up. I saw a rant. I wish I could shout him out, but it was from a podcast. I'll have to look it up when one of us talks again. But this guy talked about, for a fact, he's like, listen to this shit. Men are the loneliest dudes, especially the ones who have no money, that are normal dudes working at Starbucks or whatever it is. He will never get a fucking DM in his entire life. But you ladies, y'all can easily slide into anybody's DM, have some fun with it, and you will get either some time, some talking. Y'all, you can even fuck if you want to, but you can get attention when you need it. Guys cannot, especially the ones that don't have much in this life.
Talk about
There's a
even
lot.
physical contact, man. When's the last time you even got a good hug, man?
Dog.
Like honestly, dude, physical contact's a huge fucking thing,
Chip,
man.
6 feet away. Come
I'm
on,
telling you,
Chip.
man.
I need you to
Like,
mask up,
when's
Chip.
when's the last time I had a good fucking hug from someone, man? A fucking long ass time.
You feel me?
Yeah, dude.
I'm
Come
saying,
on.
dog. There's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, but guys, we're just supposed to handle it. We're men.
See?
That's what we
the
do best,
thing.
man. That's what we do
Isn't
best.
but see, isn't that funny? Like the stigma behind it too. It's like, nah, you're a man. Men
It's
don't
the,
cry.
It's the what do they call it? A double meaning or the
Double-edged sword?
Yeah, double-edged sword. It's like a I'm screwed if I'm right, I'm screwed if I'm wrong.
Yes.
You keep your head down. You put one foot in front of the other.
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I mean,
You'll
it's like
figure
the
it out one way.
it's like the TikTok that I showed you guys literally before we started this whole episode was the basis of the episode was, am I a man who deals with depression? Yeah. Am I a man who's very lonely? Yeah.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
I still wake up and go to work every day dealing with myself? Yeah,
Absolutely.
I have to. I don't have a choice.
No, you do not.
I can't go, and no offense to anybody that does this, but I can't go sell a piece of my body on the internet for validation. I can't
make an OnlyFans fan.
I
It doesn't work
can't. I
that way.
can't make an OnlyFans. I can't even. I mean, with the girls that I have in my life, like I could text them and be like, "Hey, what's up?" But like, the girls that I have always wanted to go after and get attention from, I'm sure it's just like everybody here or whatever the case may be. Like, no shot in hell. I have no shot. No shot to get a response. No shot to, unless I got $1 million in my bank account.
That's
I'm
what I was
driving
about to say.
unless I've got $1 million in my bank account.
Yep.
Driving the nicest car.
All
I got
changes.
the jewelry.
All
And then it
changes.
all changes. And then I'm
Money-
free. And then I'm free game.
Money don't matter to me, man. I'm looking for meaning. I'm looking for meaning.
Well, see,
And
Chip,
that's
you're looking.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Alex,
Hard to
but that's the difference between men and women. We are
Yeah.
looking for meaning. I could
want-
care less if the girl makes $100 a year or $100,000 a year.
Yeah, but it don't work that way. They
The
can-
girl
No.
that the girl that snags me up, man. God, she is gonna be so patient. It's gonna be so fun to see. She's out there. She's out there floating somewhere. I know she is, man. She's probably having a beer
Dude.
right now.
But
But
see,
like I
like-
said, the patience in her. Oh, gosh.
But it's as you said though, like you're searching for meaning, but you're looking for meaning in a world that has no definition for that. You're literally looking
Yes.
for something that has nothing. So you're looking in a world right now that needs set standards, and it's taught, it's bred into people. Let me tell you this, Chip.
Gross.
What man in his right mind wants to go buy a Ferrari? To just really buy a Ferrari? No man. I
Um,
promise you, no man. You want to know why? Because the women are the ones that love that Ferrari. A good man that knows something, he'll go get a fun car, something that he can just have fun with or whatever. He don't give a fuck. I'm telling you, bro.
Pause on that
for it.
note. On that note,
Where are you going, Mikey? Because I had some funny stuff to say too.
90% of the world's money spent is spent by women or influenced by women.
No doubt.
90%
No
of the
doubt.
money spent in the entire
Well,
world.
there's a hot take, and we're getting canceled soon. Can't
I
wait
bel-
to see
it's
it.
not a
but
hot take. That's probably true. Because think about it, Chip.
the influence.
It's
the
in a
influence
song.
Part, yes.
Chip, it's in a song. Girls don't like boys, girls like cars and
Cars
money. Boys will laugh at girls when they're not
funny.
I'm telling you, there's truth there. Because for guys, you have to have a set standard of how you carry yourself now. So if you ain't got money in your bank account, if you ain't got a position of power, if you ain't got something that they know can nurture them, most women won't go after it. And then here's the fun part. A lot of these women now are boss bitches. They don't need no man. They don't need none of that.
What does
But
that even mean?
This is the trick. Well, that means that they're
Can
their
you
own man,
define that
basically.
for me,
Yes,
sociologist?
Boss
a bo-
bitch.
Well,
Hold
I'll
on,
do it
actually.
for you. I'm not any of that, but I know what it means. A boss
Okay.
bitch means it's their own man. They will take care of themselves. They don't need no guy to do it. They're changing the
Pass.
standard again
You know
of
what?
what it means to be a
Here
man.
we go. Here's an idea. Let's test this theory. Let's have all the women just run everything. And we'll just sit back as men and we'll see how long shit takes to just go.
I don't know
get
if
it.
that'll go well. I don't know if that'll go well. I'm just saying. Okay, here's a great question.
Oh, here's
See,
a better idea. Let's get
Oh,
all the
yeah.
boss bitches together. Let's gather them up, all the boss
Okay.
bitches who think they
Oh,
can do
they'll
it.
fold like cheap chairs.
And we'll just go throw them into the world and see how fast this, not only this country, but this world just absolutely kills itself.
Dog, you know what's going to happen then? They're going to see how it's like to be men, and they're not going to like it.
No,
It's
of
not
course
fun.
It's not
I,
fun.
I
fun.
remember. I remember watching.
depressing.
I remember
Dog.
watching a comedian talk about it. Like, hey, women sure pick the best time to go for women's rights. Like, yeah, you got to go kill elk and deer and bears. Yeah, fun. But as soon as we got air conditioning, oh, we
Yeah,
want equal
dog, I'll
rights.
go in
We
that
want
office
equal rights.
job.
Yeah.
Yes.
As soon as
Yeah.
air
Fucking
conditioning got
true.
invented,
It's
Yeah.
fucking
come
true,
on.